Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Be Determined. Today we're going to go over the Ragnarok axe, what it's useful for, and how to craft it. But before we get into that, please make sure that you're subscribed. We are on our way to 1,000 subs still. So if you could help us get there faster, that would be greatly appreciated. We're still giving out the OG roll in our Discord before we hit 1,000 subs. So if you want to check that out, there's a link to it in the description. All right, with that out of the way, let's get into the video. Alright, so today we're going to be talking about the Ragnarok axe. So to craft it, you are going to need some hollowed skulls and some sticks. That's pretty much it. Now, this axe does have an ability, which is the main reason that it's going to be useful. Begin a channel. After not taking damage for 3 seconds, gain twice this weapon's strength for 3 seconds. So it used to be after 2 seconds, you gain its strength for 2 seconds. So it's kind of a nerf and a buff. You have to not take damage for longer, but you gain its strength for longer. So it is pretty useful. It is a lot of hollowed skulls, which you get from killing Blade Soul on the Crimson Isle. So it will take you a little while to be able to craft, but I've killed Blade Soul like a ridiculous amount of times. And I also don't really need the hollowed skulls for anything else because I already have a wand of strength. So we're just going to craft 3 of these and see if we can get some good attributes. All right, here we go. First one has attack speed and ignition. Increases the fire damage that you inflict on enemies by 30% and grants 1 bonus attack speed. That's not bad. I like the attack speed, but we're not really going to be attacking people with this weapon, so we'll go try and get something else. Let's see what's the second one. Attack speed again and life recovery. Not bad. And the last one, ignition and life recovery. Okay, well, I don't really know what attribute we would have wanted, to be honest, so we can roll with this one. Now let's go to the Crimson Isle. But let's see how much damage we deal without using the axe compared to using it. All right, so on this flaming spider, let's see how much we do. 220,000, 216,000, 212, 220. All right, so averaging around 220. So if we use this axe, right click, one, you have to be holding the axe the whole time. Okay, it did get nerfed. It does take a lot of mana, so it would be nice to get that extra mana pool on it, but it's all right. Okay, so you have to hold it the whole time that you're using the ability. That is good to know. And it has a 20-second cooldown, so that's gonna be a little painful. 2, 1, boom. 240, 272, 250. Dang, not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, cool. So that buffs our damage by like an extra 30, 40, 50,000 damage. So a lot of people have been using this during Blaze Slayer. Whenever the Blaze Slayer enters a new phase, he like pauses for a good 3 seconds before he summons the 2 demons. So if you right click while he's doing that, you get the casting and then you go in and attack and you'll deal some more damage, because it does take him about 3 seconds to summon the demons, so that will help out for that quite a bit. But the ability gained twice this weapon's strength for 3 seconds. So the main thing that you want to do for this is increase its strength. So you can see I'm looking here on the auction house and people are getting withered on the Ragnarok axes because that gives a ridiculous amount of strength. They're also putting hot potato books on it because that also gives strength, as well as this Jasper scroll with a Jasper gemstone. So if you want to put a Jasper scroll on it, that would also help. We are going to go ahead and put a Jasper gemstone. So we'll go over to the gemstone guy over here, grab out a Jasper gemstone. There we go. 1, 2. There we go. Fine Jasper. That'll help out quite a bit. 4 extra strength, which gives us an extra 8 strength actually when we use the ability. So it really is kind of like a weird tuba, except you do have to not take damage for a little bit, but it is a bit stronger than weird tuba, so it's kind of worth it. Now, Wither Bloods are really expensive, so I'm not actually going to put Wither Blood on this because, as you can see, I'm kind of broke from all these videos. I need to start finding a good money-making method, but instead we are just going to reforge this until we find a good reforge to keep for strength. I think Heroic is going to be our best bet. It gives 25 strength and it also gives us some intelligence, so that will help with us having to use the ability because it is pretty expensive. Now, if you were really going to keep this and max it out and you could afford to spend money on it, I would get Ultimate Wise because that will definitely help out. And we can invest in some hot potato books as well, so we'll do that. They're a little bit less expensive, so I don't feel as bad about that. A little less than 400,000 coins. And there we go, maxed out with the hot potato books. I didn't put fumings, but if you really want to use this a lot, then fumings would be good. But let's see how much damage we do without it. We deal 218, 227,000, 222,000, 230,000, 237, goodness, 220. All right, so I think we're averaging around 220,000 on these low level guys. But if we use our Ragnarok axe, 3, 2, 1, 260, 280, 290, 296, almost 300k, 260. All right, so you see that 3 seconds does last for quite a while. It doesn't sound like long, but you can get quite a few hits off in 3 seconds, especially if you've got good attack speed. But we were dealing almost 300,000 there a few times time. So that is really, really nice. And that will be really, really useful for some Slayer bosses. It is kind of hard to stay out of combat, but you can also use this to one-shot some mobs if you need to. Like, let's go to the Crimson Isle, for instance. There is a big problem with this, which is when you swap off, it doesn't work anymore. Like, if you swap off before the 3 seconds is over, then it won't work. So you got to make sure that you keep it in your in your hand for 3 seconds. So you see this guy is at 750,000 health. So if we use it, boom, just instantly deleted. It helps out so much. Now there are like very specific situations where it is useful, but mostly for Slayers. I think it will help out a lot for Blaze Slayers. So let's go try it there. Now we are just gonna do a tier 1 Inferno Demon Lord just because I want to get it over a little bit quickly, and I still do die sometimes to T2s because I'm bad. But let's just test it out and see how we do. Sheesh, I gotta get this Sunshade, man. These dive gas are brutal. All right, here we go. We're gonna spawn in the boss. So another thing that we can try and do is we're gonna take our bow, we're gonna back up a bit, and we're gonna kill it from all the way over here. Right click. Never mind, I don't have enough mana. Okay, it is a little bit hard to pull off because I did get hit, so it won't work there at the start. But now, okay, well, I screwed it up because the ability is on cooldown. But you can see they're both like looking at me here. We'll wait till I have enough mana to actually use the ability, and then it will work out. There we go. Casting in 3, 2, 1, boom. Easy one cycle. There we go. Just easily one cycle. Destroyed, bro. That's actually sick. I can literally 2-tap all of them after I get it down to half health. That is wild. So you can see the main implications of this. You don't want to use it right at the start because the boss has ranged damage. You can really only use it on the demons, but it is really, really good. Your damage buff is so nice. It does cost a lot of mana, so ultimate wise will be really, really useful. But another thing you can use it for is for mini bosses. So we're going to equip our tiger pet again. So I can right click with my axe, wait until it activates. Activated, run in here and just deal like a bunch of extra damage before it's over. There we go. Wait, is it even over now? Now it's over. Okay. I dealt like 13 million damage before it ended, so that is a really, really nice damage buff. It's especially useful on the Mage Outlaw because he has a lot of attacks where he can't hit you for a while, so you're out of combat for a long time. Main problem is still the mana. It takes so much mana, so if you can get mana pool on like your equipment and stuff, that will help out quite a bit. I don't really have any mana pool on my equipment, so that is the biggest issue that I'm struggling with right now. That's probably just a me thing. If you can actually get some good mana pool items, then it will help out a lot. See, if I had enough mana, I would have used it right there while he was doing his red attack, but did not work out. Now, I do have to heal a lot also during this boss, so that's another reason. Okay, now 3, 2, 1, boom. See there, we had one hit that dealt 300,000. That's actually crazy. That is a major damage buff for me. Usually out here doing like 75% of that, so that helps out quite a bit, but you get the idea. All right, now we're gonna go over to our museum and we're gonna throw this bad boy in there. It probably will not have a value, just like most things that come from the Crimson Isle update. There we go, item value unknown, but we know how good it is. I'm actually gonna keep this in my inventory for now because it does seem to be actually pretty useful. But that's all for me today. All right, guys, I hope you did enjoy today's video. If you did, please remember to leave a like and subscribe. Once again, we are still giving out the OG role in Discord, so if you want that, join before 1,000 subs. That's the only time it's going to be available. Also, I've got a new single coming out in 6 days on May 24th. So if you want to check that out, there's a link to pre-save it in the description. Also, all the music in this video is also linked in the description. My current album is already out, so you can check that out there as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate all the support recently. You have no idea how much it helps me out. And I'll see you guys in the next video. God bless.